What's up, YouTube? It's me back doing another video. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that might be touchy for some people. It might be somewhat of a trigger, and the topic today will be talking about sexual abuse. So if this is something you think might trigger you right now at this moment, just click off the video. Um, So, like I said, my topic today will be about sexual abuse, but I'm going to talk about sexual abuse within your own family. Now, you always have the saying, stay away from strangers, and all that, but strangers are the least of your worries. A lot of the times when people are sexually abused, it's by people that you know, family. Right, it could be right in your own house. People that they're around. It's family. It's not strangers. And I think a lot of the times people that you know in families that usually abuse children is just like a type of manipulation, for them. You know, it's the power, the control that they have, because a child doesn't, they don't know any different. Um, so I'll just start off by sharing my experiences with it. Um, at 7, I was abused by several of my cousins. Um, they were all male, and it continued on for about 3 years till I was about 10 years old. And when I finally got the courage to finally, tell someone what was going on with me, I was pretty much ignored. Um, it was swept under the rug. Didn't want to talk about it ever again. And at that moment, that's what led me to hold everything that I was feeling inside. My trust with people was just broken. I just knew I couldn't trust them. And like I said, I just held everything in. Um, and then by 10, I was raped by my father. Um, and I think with that, it completely broke me. It completely broke me. Um, my spirit by then, I was going through so much, but that right there, it broke me down completely. And my spirit was just, that was it. Um, and with the rape, I felt dirty. Um, I felt worthless. Uh, I just kept asking God, like, why me? Like I said, I had already been being molested by my cousins, and just kept asking God, like, why me? I mean, is it something I'm doing? Is it something about me? What else can I do, so that it won't happen to me? And with that, uh, once again, I tried to, work up my fears. I was really scared to say something this time because of the first time. And when I told my stepmother, it was, nothing was done. Just swept up under the rug. And he just kept, sexually preying on me day in and day out. And my father and my stepmother were heavily involved in drugs. Um, so, a lot of the times my dad would trick my stepmother out for drugs, you know, making her do different things with different guys in order to be able to get drugs. And when she didn't want to do it, That's when the violence came in. And me being a child, um, I was just trying to jump in just to stop it, because I just felt like how bad it was. I just kept thinking in my head, he's gonna kill her. So, as I got older, teenage girl, that same energy was put on me. And my dad used my stepmother. I called her like his manipulative watchdog, you know. Um, she would do things like come to me, and try to tell me, oh, like this drug dealer has a crush on you. You should just talk to him. Um, just kept doing that over and over and over again. Or as far as the way I dressed, tried to dress me in a certain way around them, and you know so it was just like I had no kind of protection. I was living with two manipulative, narcissistic type of people, and what one couldn't do, felt like they couldn't do, they would get the other to do. you know and as I got older, it pretty much became worse to me. Like, um, going different places with my dad and being around him and stuff like that. And he would always have these shades on, these black shades. Other people just, oh, he's just a country guy. That's just how he is. But for me, I knew why he wore the glasses. And, you really couldn't see what he was looking at. But I didn't have to see what he was looking at to know. And it was me. And then it's just like, for me, I just felt violated all over again. Because I just knew what he was looking at. And I just knew that he was just undressing me with his eyes with those shades on. And then, I would do things like, go out with friends or be around friends. But where I live at, everybody pretty much knows everybody. And, he knew the people I was hanging around. So it's like, he would always pop up, show up, and, oh, I'm just checking on him because, like I said, I did have health issues, and stuff like that, but I was fine. He just used that as an excuse. He became more of like a jealous, possessive boyfriend, where he had to keep eyes on me at all times, and it's just like, like I said, I just felt violated, and it just was like frustrating because no matter what I did at my age, it was no way to really get away from him. And to me, it just felt like, instead of my mother trying to protect me and get me, do stuff to help me get me away from him, she looked at me more like competition in her eyes. So it's like she knew all the things he was doing to me, as far as the sexual abuse and things like, she knew, but she just ignored it. I guess she figured, okay, I guess it's better her than me for a change. Because like I said, he was abusing her in every type of way too. But I was a child, and I didn't deserve any of it. And then as I got older, because I didn't talk, um, I was closed, didn't share any type of emotions. As I got older, it's not but so much that you can hold in. And I don't care what anybody says. You can hold as much as you can, but after a while, you're going to explode. And that's what started happening to me. I started to lash out. I was out of control, y'all. Looking back now, as I think about it, I was really out of control, but it didn't come from a place of just, wanting to be out of control. I was hurt. I was hurting. I was hurting. And trying to function day in and day out. And, trying to portray like everything is okay to the outside world. But inside, I'm broken. Just don't even know how I'm able to, function with everything that I'm going through. So like I said, I began to lash out, and family. Instead of family trying to, figure out, hey, what's making her act like this? What is wrong? I was judged. Um, Go to church, gossiped about. you know, Put down. All the time. Nothing positive ever came out their mouth. And like I said, they were just looking at my reaction. Never took the time to figure out, like, what's going on. And like I said, at that point, I really didn't trust family anyway, because of what had already happened to me. So I felt like I couldn't trust them anyway. No matter if she tried to talk, they tried to talk to me or whatever. But it just would have been nice to know that someone cared. You know? Yeah, and like I said, they pretty much just judge me. And a lot of times with families, they label those type of people the black sheep of the family. But they are the ones that's probably carrying around the most hurt. Just probably in so much pain. And then to have to deal with someone putting them down, judging them, gossiping about their situation to people, it hurts them more. And a lot of times people don't trust family because, let's say you're going through something and you find maybe the one person that you think, hey, I could talk to this person. I could let them know what's going on with me. And you talk to them thinking that whatever you discuss is going to stay between the two of you. And then the next thing you know, your aunties know, your uncle know, your grandma know. They're talking about it at family gatherings. And it's crazy to be dealing with so much and you don't have anybody that you could just talk to and vent to without it being talked about. So, like I said, I was judged by my family and things like that, because of me lashing out. Um, and my father being the narcissistic, manipulative person that he is, the narrative he used as Katrina's just, rebellious. She just out here chasing boys. She just want to be in the streets doing what she want to do. It fit that narrative because I wasn't talking, and all you seen was my reaction, which made it further easy for him to do the things that he was doing. And what further made it easier is that I was a dialysis patient. I had been doing dialysis for 2 years before I came eligible for a transplant. So who goes and gets tested to give me a transplant? My father. And that made it easier to the outside world that he's a good, caring, loving father. He wanted his child to have a better life, so he gave her his kidney, and it wasn't the case. It was all part of his manipulative tactics, you see. So people can never really say that they know what's going on inside your household, because they don't. They can't go off of the outward appearance, because a lot of times that's just a facade. And for me, it was a facade that everything was all good. It was the only way that I knew how to hold it together. Survival was all I was doing. That's it. Just trying to survive day in and day out without losing it. And I just want to say this to people that have experienced any type of sexual abuse. You can make it out. For years I spent so many years I just spent just being a victim. And I don't know if people understand that when you go through trauma like that, pain and trauma from a rape, a violent rape at that, and then you grow up, you still holding that. It's like day in and day out I was reliving that rape all over again, as if I was that 10-year-old little girl. I could feel everything. I could just feel everything as if I was right there. And it was just torture. And I spent a lot of time, a lot of years just angry, mad at the world, mad at life, not caring about myself. And as rape victims, you got to realize that the people that did that stuff to you, they're moving on with their life like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened. And you're the one suffering. And there's really no way to live life to constantly, be angry, to feel worthless, just to no type of self-love, self-worth, your confidence, just everything is down. It's really no way to live life. It's not. So at some point, I'm not going to say that it's easy, because it took me years, probably over 10 years, to get to a place where I am now. Um, and I know I'm truly healed from it, because before I couldn't even speak about this stuff that I'm talking about right now without just breaking down. But at some point, you gotta say, I can't keep being a victim. I can't keep letting this stuff hold me back, you know, to further progressing in life. I can't do it. I want better. I deserve better. And I'm going to have it. You know, it may take some time. It's a process. It is a process. And through the process, you learn a lot. But it's needed. And at some point, you just got to say, I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I'm not. I know I probably would never get a sorry or an apology from these people that hurt me, but I'm going to forgive them, because this forgiveness is needed for me to move on with my life. And that's what you have to do. You have to. You know, I suffered a lot as a child for the benefit of others, disregarding anything that I felt or anything. That's what it felt like my job was, to suffer at the benefit of others. And you have to move on. You have to grab everything that was taken from you. And just understand that even though it happened to you, it was meant for you to, share your story like I'm doing now with other people, to help them. Because a lot of people have dealt with stuff like that. And a lot of people are still dealing with it as adults. And we have our own way of coping. And a lot of the times, our coping mechanisms are not the proper way to do stuff. So that just leaves us scrambling, trying to figure out, how do I heal from this? Like I said, I just want to say that, even if it's not dealing with sexual abuse, any type of pain or trauma that you faced in the past as a child, or it could have been further on in life, don't hold on to it. As painful as it may be, don't hold on to it, because it's only gonna hurt you and hinder you from moving on with your life and having a better life. And I'm going to end the video right here. And my next video, I'm going to pick up and talk about family. And pretty much just discuss how family are the worst ones. And sometimes God knows that your family, your blood family, is not equipped to handle you as a person. They're not equipped to help towards your healing. They're only going to break you down more. So a lot of the times you have to break away from your family. And God will send people around you that are family that will help you, But like I said, I'm going to get further into that in my next video. I know this was a touchy subject, and I apologize, but it's something that needs to be talked about, and not just continue to be swept under the rug. I just hope everyone has a blessed day. And like I said, just look forward to my next video. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with other people. Alright, bye.